Hey there guys, theBolderBoulder here. Today I am going to be doing another Hero Factory mock review. And this time I will be reviewing Drack, a villain from my latest story, The Good Traitor. Alright, now it's time to show you guys those informational annotations I always have right here on the right. Okay, so now let's go over the scheme for Drack, and then I'll get more into detail about his story and everything like that. So, first off, there is black and gunmetal gray, which are basically the only colors on this mock. So I'll give you a 360 view of this character. So, see, got plenty of black armor and then a lot of gunmetal armor on his upper arms and small piece on his lower arms. His gunmetal gray on the top and bottom. And right here is the villain core, I suppose you could say, and then the back black torso piece. The hands are also black. They're also custom. And upper legs, black armor, and gunmetal armor down here, and gunmetal colored feet. And on his back, not really very much. And then back here you've got this hero tool, or I suppose you could shield or weapon, whatever you would like to call it. It just seemed to work good to cover up the back so it's not as exposed as some of the actual Hero Factory sets that just have the back uncovered. And I've seen plenty of people use that piece to cover up the back before, so decided to try it myself, and it turned out quite well. I'm satisfied with it. So, let's go get a little bit closer look at his gun. It is a slightly modified basic searcher's rifle. His modification is make it able to use rapid fire instead of simply single fire. And the way he did that was take it apart and then modified the inside of the weapon to be able to fire multiple rounds at a very fast rate. So, as you can see, it is quite different from Shear's rifle, which was greatly modified to be able to fire much larger ammo. And this one, as you can see, uses a lot smaller. Now, I'll show you the custom hands. Give you a good look at them. They're pretty easy to build if you would like to build one yourself. So all you really got to do is just look at it and you can pretty much see how they are made. And right under here, in case you're wondering how the gun was able to be held, this is all I used. A couple of these small pieces along with these little rod parts. I suppose you could call them. And right there. And that's it. Pretty basic stuff. And it's a very easy way to be able to make it be able to hold its weapon. Or you can actually make it go lower or higher depending on where you want to set it. But I put it on the highest so it looks like he actually has his finger on a trigger and ready to fire whenever he is ready. And of course, it can be taken off and put on his back, which is the purpose of this small piece. You take this blue part, put it right there, just simply connect it, and it hangs right back there. It's pretty sturdy. Moves around a little bit, but really not too bad. The only time it really moves is if you lean back, but that's very small. So it should not cause any problems with anything else on the MOC. So if you good look at the head, I just used that basic design that Lego Jang had created, and that's all it is. Then I use this black head with this translucent orange eyes, and it definitely gave it a good look. I don't think it would have looked as good if I used a normal colored gray head for the inside. It just wouldn't seem too fitting with the color scheme. So now I will go over more of his story. As you guys may remember from the first part of the story, whenever he had told the villain leaders that he saw Sheer conspiring with the stray Alec out on the field, as they call it, which is just basically around the cities and everything. And then they all went to the castle where Sheer was put before the Black Phantom and was then banished because of the offensive act that she committed. And Drack was the one who had to transport her out of Makuhero City and away from the castle. And as you may remember from that story, it appeared that Drack was slightly saddened by having to send Sheer off, which was a bit odd because he is not a very sensitive person at all, or so it seems. So, a little bit more about him is that he definitely looks like a fighter. He can fight hand-to-hand combat, but he really likes to fight using weapons because he is a born killer, as he calls himself. So he thinks he was destined to be a villain. But we will see. Considering he seemed slightly saddened by Sheer having to be sent off. But for now, he has remained loyal to the villains, and they're very glad about that because he is a very tough fighter and definitely not one to be messed with. So that is it for now. Thank you guys very much for watching and subscribing, and please be sure to click the like button down below if you like this video. And also be sure to check out my Facebook page to see exclusive photos of this character, and my blogspot page so you can read my story, The Good Traitor. So, I will see you guys again in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.